Fight!
You're a wizard, Harry.
4!
Why so serious?
3!
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
We have a Hulk.
2!
Show me your moves.
I'm Groot. 1!
What's that flashing?
We're losing our deflector shield. Don't trap yourselves in. I'm going to make the jump to light speed.
Go!
Welcome everybody to the Random Fandom Show. I am Nick Vittorio.
And I'm Josh Mewich.
I'm Matt Mewich.
And I suppose my name's Adam Althoff.
I thought since Adam was with you, Nick, that he'd say his name next.
Yeah, I thought that too, but I guess not.
Even after an incredibly awkward silence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awkwardness is power.
And me staring at him. Alright everybody, Comic-Con just wrapped up yesterday being Sunday, the 12th of July. Now, there's been a ton of new stuff that was released, obviously, at Comic-Con, as it always does. It never fails, but man, oh man, was this a good one. We had some Star Wars behind-the-scenes footage, tons of comic book news, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, X-Men, Deadpool, all that great stuff. So this episode is going to be a very special Comic-Con episode. We're also trying a new format, so this episode should be about a half hour. We'll see how it goes.
Should be, keyword.
Yeah, some of you complained, but we will test this out.
Yes.
Yeah,
we have a lot to
jerks.
talk
I
about,
mean,
though,
I'm
so
just
let's
kidding.
get right into it. So the first big panel was the Star Wars panel. Matt,
Yeah.
Matt,
I
you paying
assume
attention
you were
to
on
that?
top of that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty on top of that one.
Give us the rundown.
The biggest thing is that all of the old cast this time was there. Even Harrison Ford coming back. And what surprised me most was that he said that he's excited to get his feet in those shoes again as Han Solo. That he is, like, he feels the magic this time. He's actually, he doesn't seem like he was back when he was supposedly, like, shooting episode 6 where he wanted George to kill his character and he just hated it, or so the rumors go. But no, he seems actually genuinely excited about this.
Sweet.
Yeah, and so that was really great. People were expecting him to be, well, hoping that he would be there, because he doesn't go to a lot of the conventions and stuff.
It's because he has extreme social anxiety and, like, does not like talking in front of a large amount of people. A lot of people think that he's actually, like, drunk or high every time he goes on, but it's like, no, he just really doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. I didn't hear any of the conversation or anything, because obviously we weren't there, but just from what I've heard, it sounds like, he's happy.
Did they not have the YouTube video up or anything?
I didn't look at it. I didn't watch it or listen to it. Or
Oh
anything.
my
Or
gosh.
stream it.
Hey, we work for a
We
living.
work for a living, yeah.
I was in Colorado.
Yeah.
Second.
All right. But anyways, then we also got to see, again, like you said, the behind-the-scenes footage, the Comic-Con reel for The Force Awakens, which is awesome. And it just shows how many practical effects are being used in this new movie.
I still haven't seen that. I want to.
It's so good. We hear Mark Hamill talk, being like, we're getting back to the practical effects, and, like, that's where you want it to be and stuff. It was... I'm obviously paraphrasing. I don't have it right in front of me or anything. But
He said, everything's changed, but nothing's changed. And that's what you really want it to be.
that's what it was. But you saw just... it was so good. I loved it. Just seeing all the sets. Because it's been a while since I've seen, like, large movie sets like that. I used to see them all the time, and now you don't see them as much with CGI and such. But obviously with Star Wars, there's going to be CGI, but they're trying to use as little as possible.
Especially when the actors are moving around
Yeah.
and interacting with other actors.
Yes.
True. Yeah, I watched that, And now I think I'm officially like super excited to see it, just because there's so much. I mean, they're really getting back to their roots. Like, the amount of time put into that, you can see in this behind the scenes footage. You know, I haven't seen anything like that since I started watching the appendices of The Lord of the Rings. Like, they're putting so much work into each and every, practical effect, all the animatronics, all the different sets. It looks awesome. I can't wait for it. This is going to be a good one, and it's the redemption.
Yes.
J.J. Abrams, we believe in you. You
yeah.
giant nerd.
I can't wait till the movie that erases episode 1 from the earth and makes a new version that's way better.
It's not gonna happen.
It's
not gonna happen.
This is my prediction. It's gonna happen someday.
No, it's not.
Just retcon the whole.
Just
prequels.
like episode 1.
Oh.
Just like anything about
Midichlorians.
yeah, midichlorians.
Yeah.
Midichlorians.
Midichlorians.
Or Anakin being magical.
Alright, so Star Wars happened. Marvel was absent. I think we're going to see a lot more from Disney again at the D23.
Yeah.
You covered that a little bit in that blog post, but that's where I think we're going to see a lot of, like, the Marvel stuff, obviously, and then Star Wars. I would hope that they would release a new trailer.
They're gonna
for
release
it.
a full-length trailer, I think, because
The official
most people
trailer.
thought that they would here because they thought the timing was right. I didn't really think so, just because of the way that they were doing it so far. They've been just showing teaser trailers, and then with this behind-the-scenes reel, that fit in kind of with what I thought they would do, especially if
Yeah,
they
it
weren't
would've been
going to
good.
do a full-length trailer. So we'll almost definitely get a full-length trailer at D23.
Which is happening towards the ends of August, if I remember.
Yeah.
Mid-August, end of August. Cool. So, Star Wars, we're excited.
Oh yeah.
Next, we have the DC panel, where they released the big one, the Batman vs. Superman trailer, as well as officially announced that the Green Lantern movie will be a Green Lantern Corps movie, which should be super cool because it's going to be all traditional Green Lantern the way we want to see him. Although they did not announce the casting, which kind of sucks. But, I can only assume that's going to be sweet since it's all going to be in space. And then Suicide Squad. We also got footage there. I did watch the actual panel, and it was awesome because David Ayer came out and he was just like on fire, just dropping bombs, and he's like, we're DC, we know what we like. You're all fans, we know what you like. This whole movie's gonna be canonical. We got the best villains of all. I'm not coming out here to start a fight with Marvel, but we know who we are. And, like, everyone was super riled up. It was awesome. The official release of the trailer happened today, right?
Just
Today?
like
Okay.
5 hours ago.
Yeah, so we did just watch that. I watched the leaked one because I can't help myself. But, man, let's get started on the DC stuff. What'd you guys think?
I
really loved. I'll start off with the Batman v Superman.
Oh yeah.
I really loved Lex Luthor's flow. He had some beautiful hair.
I didn't just.
I don't mind him very much. I just feel like there might be some backlash about his character.
Yeah.
At least before the movie.
People have to remember that he has had long hair in the comics as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What I really liked about it is that it cleared up a lot of the confusion with the whole false god sort of notion from the first teaser trailer. So I really like that, and it makes logical sense why Batman is after Superman now.
Yep. Adam, you actually watched this trailer. What did you think?
I thought it was good. You talking about the Batman vs Superman one, right?
Yep. Way to pay attention.
Yep. I knew what I'm talking about. I just want to confirm. I thought it was good, and I liked the first one, but it was more of me just like a teaser part of it where they just kind of threw a couple things at you. I mean, they just showed the Superman statue the whole time, which was kind of cool, but at the same time for this one, they definitely threw some more plot at you and showed some more characters, which I always appreciate. So, yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go right out there and say that I frickin' loved the trailer.
Oh yeah.
It's so much more story involved, and it's just so fantastic. My favorite part really about it was when they showed the scene of Bruce Wayne like on the phone like screaming, and you can see like it's actual scenes from like Man of Steel, but in a different point of view, a
Yeah.
different perspective
I
of
love
him on
that.
the street. Like you know that scene where they're lasering like half the building,
Mhm.
like that's where Zod's like shooting lasers out of his face, and then they like fly out the side. I absolutely loved it. You can see the motivation, where this conflict is coming from, which has been the big question for everyone, for those who don't read the comics and stuff like that. And there's so much in this trailer. There's so much going on. It gives me goosebumps. The last scene every single time where Batman or not Batman,
Superman rips
Superman
out.
rips the
Yeah.
doors off the Batmobile, and Batman just unfazed like stands up and he's like, "You son of a bitch," like, and just stare down. That is
That's my favorite part
pardon
too.
my French, but good gracious, is that so good? Everything. I'm so excited for this movie. I've already. I wanted to do a reaction video for it, but I was in Colorado and I tried, and there's really shoddy quality. But I'm currently editing my full review of it, so look forward to that probably within the next couple hours.
Okay.
But man, I'm so excited for that movie. It's I love where they're going with
Yeah.
it.
It basically I got really pumped from the teaser trailer, and this is just like keeping that same level of enthusiasm, and I'm
Yes.
really, really excited to watch that movie.
Absolutely. They told DC killed it at Comic-Con, which I really hope they would do, and they totally did. I mean, between the Suicide Squad trailer and this one, the only thing that I was worried about, really, the only thing that worries me about the whole thing is actually Lex
Yeah.
Luthor, and I'm on board with Jesse Eisenberg. I know that he's talented. I think that he could do a good job. I'm not gonna bash him like everyone does and did with Ben Affleck and stuff. Because look at what happened with Ben Affleck. He's looking like the perfect Batman.
Yeah.
I just
But-
read something today that said like babyface Batman, and it made me chuckle. Just off topic, but I thought that was funny
Oh,
because people think he has a baby face.
What?
Yeah.
he's got like grizzle.
I know.
Especially they really made him like buff. I don't know. I've never seen.
Well, Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. And then like the whole like the red capes are coming. The red capes are coming. Like that's a moment. That's a moment where you're supposed to be like taken aback. I feel like it's supposed to be kind of a sinister thing, and it is just like did not work for me. It was borderline comical.
it took me out of it for sure.
Yeah, it was like this must be better in context of the movie.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it's really
Again,
weird
we
right
don't
now.
we don't know what he's going to play as far as where his character's going, what direction they're leading him in. So I think it's all going to be context. That's the only thing that it didn't really like about the trailer though is, I mean there is the Robin tribute to it, and then the tribute to the Dark Knight Returns cover. I don't know if you guys caught that when Superman shoots the lasers and Batman jumps outside of that building. Like for a split second, they had the lightning bolt behind him, and he was doing that awesome pose.
Oh,
Like
no, I didn't catch that.
Oh gosh, it's so
That's
good.
really cool.
All right, Suicide Squad 2. We got a first look at that. Everyone has been raving about the Joker
Yeah.
and how freaking insane he looks.
Yeah, that's about as Joker as you can get, really.
Yep.
I had one quick question about the Joker. Does he have the tattoo on his forehead? Do we know?
No. I did not see
I
it.
think he did. I think. Well, I'd have to watch.
He
it
definitely
again,
did not have
but-
all the tattoos they had in that other thing. Definitely not. He wasn't covered
Yeah.
with text tattoos. I saw some tattoos, but they weren't text. They were like some symbols or something. And I didn't really see much on
I
his
don't know.
face.
I'd have to go back and look at it, but
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing about it before the trailer was released, even a couple of weeks ago. Just with set pictures, like
right.
they're saying that he still does have the tattoos on his face, which whatever, you can definitely tell the direction they're going with him. It was very Heath Ledgery, actually. I thought
The laugh sounded a lot more like
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill's.
Yeah, the laugh was different, but as far as like the actual dialogue
Right,
that
yeah.
he did.
The delivery.
But I
was-
mean that's just I think that's just the Joker.
I
really.
agree.
You have to sound maniacal and crazy. But everyone else looks pretty cool. I wish we could have seen a little bit more of Harley Quinn, and Deadshot in costume. But I think that was just the teaser. So
Yeah. One quick question. I'm just thinking about it now with the tattoos we were talking about. Was the Joker holding a tattoo, like, needle?
I don't know. He had something in his hands. It looked like brass knuckles.
Like on 2 fingers.
Something
Maybe.
weird.
Oh,
I
it
don't
could
know.
be. That
I don't
sounds
know.
almost like.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch it.
Another thing, was Batman actually in that teaser trailer?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
on top of the Joker mobile,
Okay.
or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just making sure it wasn't another imposter, Gotham City imposter.
I thought for sure that whole scene that was leaked on the internet with the Joker and Harley Quinn out in the street, it was Harley Quinn before it was Harley Quinn, or at least she's out of costume.
Right.
And then they're shooting scenes of Batman on top of the car and stuff like that, cutting through the roof. I thought that might have been the whole thing that they're going to show at Comic-Con, but no, they showed a lot more of the different characters and stuff. Except for Captain Boomerang, we saw like one thing of him.
He talked a little bit.
Yeah, nice Aussie accent.
Yeah, everyone's looking pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Killer Croc looks interesting too.
Who's the lady, the director? Who's that?
The who?
The director lady, the government agent, or
Oh, Amanda Waller. I completely forgot.
she
about
was
her.
so good. She played her
Yeah,
character
that was
so well.
incredible.
That was really
just
good.
with like those 3 sentences.
Incredible.
It was perfect.
Her voice and her she's gonna be. I mean, just from that trailer, I'm like, that is completely 100% Amanda Waller,
Mhm.
easily. Yeah, I completely forgot about her.
Yeah, that was a real highlight for me.
Sad face.
Oh yeah.
And then Green Lantern news. Any input on that?
I'm excited,
I mean, they need a better movie.
and I'm glad that it's not just a single Green Lantern that they're focusing on, because it
Well, that's
the
like
whole
what
the whole
none
deal
of
about
the-
Green Lantern is that it's a Green Lantern Corps, that they're the sort of like the Guardians of the Galaxy, the police
Yeah.
force of the
Another
space.
thing is that a lot of these supervillain movies now are basically skipping the origin story and just going right into like what you wanted to see in the first place, which is the fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad they're going this route.
Yeah, when you talk about like differentiating from a giant poop fest that the old one was,
I still haven't seen it.
I think this is the best direction that they could go.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're pleasing fans either way, because then you get both Jon Stewart and
Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan, and maybe Kyle Reiner or whoever. But
Yeah.
sweet. All right, DC, we're super stoked. You're putting out some good stuff.
At least movie wise.
At least movie-wise. Well, actually, they just announced the Batman TMNT crossover comic that's going to be released too.
Actually,
So that
that's
should be
interesting.
I don't know how I feel about that yet.
That sounds like classic like 80s comic books where they had all those crazy crossovers all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was a little, when I heard that, I was like, okay, this is what fans want?
Well, the thing is just from the TMNT movie, I was just so put off by that now just the mention of it just doesn't get me excited anymore.
But it's comics,
Yeah.
so
It's a comic
it's
book.
going
Yeah,
back to its
so,
roots.
yeah.
TMNT.
Yeah, we won't see that in a movie. Which, by the way, Ben Affleck will be co-writing, starring in, and directing as far as the Batman solo movie
Yeah,
goes.
I was gonna say
I was like
he
TMNT.
better not be in the second TMNT movie.
No, not TMNT.
Please don't work with Michael Bay. But no, that's good. I'm glad because he is talented.
Yes. And directing. I forgot the rumor around Colin Trevorrow directing Star Wars, the Han Solo film. Or maybe not the Han
Not the
Solo,
Han
but
Solo
one
one.
of it's one of the episodes.
Really?
Jar Jar Binks, yes.
The
Star
Jar Jar
Wars
Binks-
Jar Jar Binks solo film.
the
Oh,
one
no,
that
because-
everyone wanted to see.
Because Ryan Wilson's doing episode 8, and then I thought JJ was back on for episode 9.
It's just a rumor. You know, they've been
Oh.
in the talks with Colin Trevorrow being the director of Jurassic World, which it does not surprise me that they would want something that made over $1.5 billion.
Because right now it was announced that last week that Christopher Miller and what's his name? Anyways, he's not directing the Han Solo film, the anthology film.
I think it was one of the episodes. But again, it's just a rumor. Nothing's been confirmed. They didn't do anything about it with him at Comic-Con, so. Okay, moving on. Fox. So, apparently everyone got to see X-Men Apocalypse footage, which I'm super jealous about. And then Deadpool was also released. As far as... there's leaked footage out there, right? Okay. Both of those are leaked. They're not out officially, unfortunately.
Fox.
But, yeah, come on, Fox, what are you doing? Adam and I just watched the leaked Apocalypse footage. It's interesting. Adam, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Barely really see anything, but...
I don't know. What you said, I can't distinguish it from the other ones I watched. So
What were they going for that movie, you think?
Is it like darker, or is it like more character oriented, or?
I mean, with the title Apocalypse, I think it's going in a darker place, but I mean, it looks like since Days of Future Past, they've really split between each other, but now it looks like they'll have to reunite. That is Xavier and Magneto. I don't know, because Apocalypse looks like he has his own gang of mutants, Storm being one of them. So that was kind of surprising to see, but...
Huh.
And then they showed a scene. The only thing that really stood out to me was the scene with Professor Xavier in the big dome. What the heck is that thing called again?
Cerebro?
Yep. He's inside that trying to find Apocalypse, I'm assuming, and like his eyes like completely go black.
Yeah.
Like they have the full black contacts, and he's like, "Well, this is interesting," or something like that. But he does not sound like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
I'm excited.
But I think they brought the full cast onto the panel, as well as they're on Conan, who totally rocked Comic-Con. His videos on Comic-Con were hilarious.
I'll need to catch up on those.
Yeah, apparently they had some really good like hosts and MCs at Comic.
Yeah. Yeah, Conan, like, this his first video is him. They made like the big huge truck in Mad Max that has the drums and stuff.
Yes.
And like it was
With
like
a
the
guitar.
Tonight Show band on the back, and then Conan was playing the guitar, and Andy Richter was the weird white guy with the mask. It's hilarious. It's so funny.
I'm so happy
But-
about
Sounds
that.
awesome.
Yeah, you guys should check that out.
I'm super
Check out Conan.
I'm super excited for this new X-Men movie because they've been going in the right direction since First Class and Days of Future Past. I don't know if it's just that the younger cast, or I think it's just the direction that Fox has been going with the series
Mm-hmm.
or the franchise, and I'm really excited now that they got it back on track, what they're gonna do with it, because we've been needing a good X-Men movie ever since X2, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until First Class and Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I just watched First Class. I thought it was okay, but Days of Future Past solved a lot of problems.
Solved every problem.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be probably one of the best ones. Just not only as far as like star power too, but I mean, it's now being Sam Raimi's back, so that was the problem with the other ones.
Yeah.
Or at least The Last Stand, and then the crappy Wolverine movies, but which Wolverine is getting they announced his last solo film will be Old Man Logan.
Or
Yeah.
based
So
on
that should be
yeah.
interesting.
That should be.
That'd be awesome. That's like the perfect way to like, just like go out with Hugh Jackman.
Yep.
I know that comic is really good. People have been raving about that. So, I mean, hopefully it's a good story. Hopefully they can find a good story with that.
Yeah. Well, with this surge of like crazy awesome franchise blockbuster superhero movies, I think everyone has started stepping it up, so I don't think Fox should be an exception. Should be pretty good. But
Yeah.
I have not seen the Deadpool footage.
Oh,
I have not either. I've heard good things. So.
All right. Well, my favorite part about it, so Deadpool was just about to like get into whatever surgery, whatever operation, that he's gonna go under, and like while he's getting wheeled over there, he says, "Just don't make the suit green or animated." It's just good.
So good.
And there's also just a bunch of references to how ugly his face is. Oh boy, it's good. So far, it's exactly what you would expect from Deadpool.
I'm so happy that
comic
they're
or-
finally making Deadpool because it's gonna be so refreshing compared to all these other super serious superheroes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And because I mean, they've done Spidey wrong, so he would have been the only other person that would have been this quippish and this just this talkative.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
It should be
for
a
this.
very unique like viewing experience compared to any other movie, since he actually does break the fourth wall. That's what he does in the comics. In any medium he's in, he always talks to you,
the audience. Yeah.
the audience. And so yeah, he does it in the trailer, obviously, but just like I really want to be in the theater and just like see everyone's reactions to it.
Plus, it's rated R.
Yes.
So that should
yeah.
be pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't
I
know
know
that.
I believe we talked about that before, but yeah, they're keeping with the rated R, which is what you need from
Yeah, movie.
the Deadpool stuff. Ant-Man this Friday, released this Friday. Actually, you can probably watch it Thursday night because they do that now, so that should be awesome.
Be expecting our reviews because I think we
Yes.
should all review that one. And I just watched. Just saw a commercial for it, and it was somebody said it was their favorite superhero film
So
ever.
that was like Fandango or
So
the
obviously
movie
they're
theater
gonna
thing.
want people to go watch it, but
but they said, I mean, that's a pretty good one even.
yeah, for Ant-Man.
Yeah. I've been hearing very mixed reviews on that, but still gonna check it out.
Yeah,
Still gonna go to the Thursday premiere.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yup.
Oh, all right. Anyone have anything else in like movie news, Comic-Con news?
The last bit of Comic-Con news that I heard was actually about Hunger Games, and Josh Hutcherson, the guy who plays PETA, kind of said something. I haven't seen it. I just heard about it. That would lead people to believe that there will be more Hunger Game movies, like spin-offs potentially,
Whoa.
after the part 2 of Mockingjay.
Huh.
So
I haven't
I
really,
have not looked into it, but
I haven't really encountered any other like movie that branched off from an already like established book series.
The only thing would be like Game of Thrones, where it's getting ahead of it.
Yeah, but that's like the direct.
I know.
That's like George R.
R. Martin.
Martin. That's like him like leading it, but this is like them just taking it their own
Yeah.
route, which is interesting. I haven't really heard of that before, at least not with movies.
Yeah, and then I have to watch the trailer too. I can't believe I haven't watched it, but I've been so taken back by Walking Dead recently. I'm a full season behind actually, just because it's been kind of, I don't know, it just hasn't been very good.
Yeah.
But the new spin-off series, Fear the Walking Dead, is about the whole, like, while this infection was spreading portion of, like, that timeline.
Oh.
So that should be pretty cool. It looks a lot more hectic, but, you know, that could just be the trailer because they do it to us during the actual show.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool if they did it. It was just like a 10 episode deal and they're done with it. Like, make it super intense, make it really cool, have it lead really well into the actual the regular series. But that's honestly, I think that's all that stuck out to me as far as Comic-Con go, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is a great one.
Yeah. The only thing
Cool.
that was missing was Marvel, but we'll get enough of that at D23.
Yep.
So. Expect a lot more coming from us, hopefully, in the near future. Sorry, guys, it's summer. We've got jobs and stuff, and we're away from each other, so it's not as easy to...
Oh, I've got one last piece of news. Satoru Iwata, he has passed away. He's the president and CEO of Nintendo. He was only 55 and died from a bile duct growth. So rest in peace, Iwata. You made our childhoods.
Yeah.
And apparently someone captured a picture of a rainbow at the company building, and people called it the Rainbow Bridge to Heaven, or the Rainbow Road to Heaven. Sorry, yeah, the Rainbow Road to Heaven.
Have fun getting there.
Oh no.
Yeah, the worst
map, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm sorry,
Potential
that was a bad
blooper reel,
joke.
but what if, like, they had the coffin riding the road and it flies up the side?
They have the guy, like, have to fish him back out and drop him on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I hope that he...
Well,
Yeah.
on that note, thank you so much for listening. Be sure to check out our blog site, where we're going to do a lot more reviews, as well as just general thoughts about what we saw in Comic-Con and what's more to come. Hey, let us know how you like the new shortened version of the podcast. Is it easier to listen to? Do you want more content? We actually want to hear a lot more from you because you never talk to us, which makes us sad.
Seriously.
But follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and WordPress.
Yeah.
I have been the Ring Bearer.
I've been the Holocron Keeper.
I've been the Smash Hero.
And I've been the not so observant bystander.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for putting the fan in fandom. We'll see you later.